One of the less popular moves today, isn't it?
Yeah, now we don't see f4 so often because I think it was considered that black is doing fine after e5, but I'm sure Darius Verge came to this game with some ideas. So knight f3, queen c7, bishop d3, bishop e7, castle. I'm also expecting castle from black side and something like king h1, the useful move. And
There we see Alireza there on the screen. All right. So rook e8 from Alireza. Nice.
Time. So this is
Oh, this
Firouzja's
one,
game.
of course it was, yes.
And that's what happened in the game. You asked what if rook c6, and I said that maybe queen d5, rook a6, and we see this on the board.
Fantastic.
So queen d7 is happening.
And you prefer black there, Anna? You take black.
I think, yeah, I think it's better with black. Knights are tricky. With the pawn on d7, it was actually unclear, but when there is no pawn on d7, it's not that dangerous.
I mean, white does have two connected passed pawns.
But if we play queen d7, there is rook a7. And I think it's better for black to try to keep the queens on the board. But the only way to do it is to play queen e8, and we don't really want that. Though maybe it's not bad. Yeah, then we play knight f5, and then we will regroup the pieces. Because if we get something like knight d4 and then we go into the endgame,
But also the rook takes f7 then, don't forget.
Rook f7,
if queen d4, rook takes f7.
Queen f2, and rook, the other rook. Okay, okay. Right, so we can take with this rook, and then if black takes, we can take with this rook. So yeah, now
white has played rook a7, I think. Look, we can see on our screens. Maybe this is the moment where he has to decide whether to play queen e8 or not.
Maybe it's just the only move. I don't see any other one. Otherwise, the pawn is falling.
Is knight c7 possible? Looks very odd. Maybe.
I prefer queen e8 or knight c7. Okay, we put the queen on a bit awkward place, but just for one move.
Right. And then I guess white will start pushing on the queen side.
But it's not so easy. Okay, we can push b4. Let's say knight f5. We can push c4. Then the queen can already come to c6. And after c5, okay, these pawns are already kind of blocked. Now the rook finally can come to d8.
Black should be better here.
Yeah, black should be better here. Well done to us, not to the rest, of course.
Well your move, knight e3. Okay. And no reply yet? He's just played it. Yeah. The power of the knights. Look at those knights. They couldn't really stand on better squares, could they?
It starts to be not a knight, but a nightmare.
Nightmare.
It's not so easy to make the move, but white really needs to make some move.
I mean, b6 is the obvious move, isn't it?
Yeah, the obvious, but what to do after knight g4?
White could play h3 here, perhaps, if he's worried about knight g4.
h3 is possible, but then it's such a big hole here.
Well, h3 also just to avoid any tricks on the back rank. Why not?
I thought maybe now knight f5, queen f5, and knight g3. I just don't know which knight. Maybe this one. With the idea of here and there.
Okay.
So if b6, queen e5.
Threatening a nasty check on g3. He's inside 30 seconds.
Queen to e1.
A move that we didn't see, or think about anyway. I didn't.
But this is a prophylactical move against knight g4.
All right. Sure.
So he played queen e1, and only then he wants to push this pawn. Yeah, he didn't want to weaken the g3 square.
Protection there. Maybe that's part of the reason he's played that.
The problem is that knight g4 is not a threat, but maybe he wants to do something like b6 and
King g7.
king g7, yeah, prophylactical move. And then after b7, now knight g4 is a threat because queen a8 doesn't cover the check.
Then, all right, would that win? Yes. That would more or less win, we think.
And maybe it's a good decision because it seems like it was an unexpected move for Darius Sverch.
Queen g3.
Queen g3.
Natural looking reply, I would say. Queen g3.
It's, of course, good for white to try the queens. If the queens are off, then these two pawns would become very strong and the king wouldn't be in danger anymore. But I think Alireza moved his queen away.
Yeah, he must have been ready for queen g3.
I don't know where, but somewhere.
He must have been ready for queen g3.
And he expected queen g3.
Yeah, for sure. I think, well, it was a very natural move. Unfortunately, we don't
From this
see
angle,
the
I don't.
moves here. Queen f6, it looks like he
Okay,
played.
queen f6, rook e1. White is in a deep time trouble. Still 7 moves.
Yep.
To get additional 15 minutes, right? Start time control.
There's no threat, of course. Rook takes e3 is not a threat because of queen f1 mate, so black has a wide range of moves here.
What about king to g7?
King g7 or h5 or something like that. These kind of moves are possible.
My idea is to play knight f5 next and after queen f2 to have knight
and
g4.
things are not right. Makes sense to take the king off the back rank.
Alireza is about to make the move. King
yes,
g7
well done.
played.
King g7. Now, there seem to be some threats.
Maybe queen g5 then queen g3. Back.
He played knight.
He played something.
Knight,
I didn't
knight
see
d4
what.
to f5, I think.
Knight d4 to f5?
I believe so. I'm not sure. It's
Yeah, he did play. But what about rook e2?
good question. Maybe queen.
Knight g4 the threat.
It is a threat. Yeah, knight g4 is a threat. No question. So maybe rook b to e2, as you say.
Darius played something, having only 3 seconds on the clock, but
Rook b b1 and black to play. Let's see what he does.
knight g4.
Okay, which you suggested, Anna?
Queen f4, what
Wow.
you suggested, Stuart.
Queen f4. I guess it's the most natural move.
I start to like this game.
Now you had some tricky move here. Queen h4, did you say?
Yeah, I said queen h4. Maybe taken on e1 first and then queen h4?
To play for both players, huh? With no time.
Easier for black, definitely. Queen
Ought to be easy
h4.
for black, but he's played. Oh, right, queen h4.
Do we get any additional points,
I
like
think,
some
we
rating
should-
points for guessing the moves?
Now, what can
Rook f1.
white do? Rook f1. The threat is knight f2 check. If he plays rook takes e8.
But if rook f1, maybe we can think about rook e3 and bring the idea of
Or rook
knight.
e4 even.
Or rook e4, yeah. Even stronger.
This may now be too much for white to deal with. I don't know what he could do. Sacrifice the queen is not going to work, is it?
Maybe it's the best chance.
Yeah.
Rook f1.
Rook f1, okay. I think this should now be a clear win for
Rook e4.
black. He's played rook
Queen
e4.
c4, queen c7. So now rook c4 or rook e5? or none of
Or
them.
none of the above. Queen c7. What happens after rook e5, in fact? h3, any move?
Well, then knight
Then
g3,
must be
knight
game
g2.
over somehow.
Okay, it's already game over.
I would take a pawn here. Sure.
But then there is no this idea of blocking the queen.
Okay, all right, but
I actually prefer rook e5.
hey, black has less time now.
But 40 seconds is still quite a lot. And it's already move number 58, sorry.
Oh, I see. They're almost at move 60, right?
He took the pawn.
Hey, you took the pawn. Well done. Yeah, good,
Okay.
good
Well
decision.
done, good boy, great
Good
decision. So queen b8. I think this is the only move. Oh no,
Oh, no,
he
he
took
didn't
on
take it.
h2.
He didn't take it.
There is a nice line, yeah? Queen h2, knight g3, knight e2.
Oh, beautiful. Oh,
And-
that's lovely. That's amazing. Oh, what a finish. Oh. Lovely, huh? He played knight takes h2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
play that.
Well,
Maybe actually white will resign here.
that's very special.
That's very likely.
Very special finish. Knight takes h2.
A very good game by Alireza Firouzja.
Yeah. Well, they're both. I mean, by both of them. Let's be honest. I mean, it was.
Yeah, Darius came well prepared. He didn't spend much time in the opening stage, but then Alireza came with this idea of bringing the a8 rook to e8, and he overplayed Darius in the middle game.
So white just gave up the rook on f1 rather than be checkmated in the way that we saw. So now it's just a technical win.
Knight g3. Or
You still don't want to take that pawn, Anna.
but he wants.
I think
Actually,
white will
yeah,
resign
knight
in a move
g3
or
it
two.
requires some calculation. Yeah,
No,
maybe
no,
even
no,
rook
knight
takes
g3,
f7. So this, of course, is not necessary at all.
Check on e5,
Maybe just queen f6, like
and it looks
the
like they've
most technical move.
got to the time control, I think. And I suppose white will just resign this.
King a6 is also winning. Oh no,
Sure.
he played queen f6.
Queen f6, and yeah, well, what a great game. And one of the last to finish. Or maybe the last to finish, I'm not sure.
The last on the top board.
Certainly on the top boards, yeah. Which will bring Alireza to 2 out of 2. And a really hard struggle. Great game. It's been a good day, Anna. Lots of exciting chess.
I really liked it. Many exciting games. Shirov's sacrifice knight d5
Oh wow,
was
there
amazing.
we are, handshake, look. And well, what a brilliant game of chess. And yeah, well, a deserved result in the end, I think.
Yeah, in the end, of course, white was in troubles, and